my name is Cheryl Marcinet, and in this video, I will show you on how you can download all your reports in your Seller Central for tax purposes. I will also give you a checklist of documents on what you need to submit to your accountant or bookkeeper for the end of the year for tax purposes. Okay, here's the list of documents for your accountant or bookkeeper. Number one are lists of all the bank accounts and credit cards that you use to conduct the business. So if you have two checking accounts or multiple savings accounts, or you're using multiple credit cards, make sure to list all of them for your accountant or your bookkeeper. Number two is list of all bank accounts that have been connected to your QuickBook account. So some people who's using QuickBook, usually you can connect your bank account or credit card accounts to your QuickBook. Make sure to list all of them and give your accountant all the information of the bank accounts and bank credit card company. So number three is bank transaction download provided in CVS. This is if you don't have a setup where your bank is or your credit card is connected to the QuickBook account. So if not, also what you can do is you can also download all your bank and your business credit card statements in PDF file for all the reporting period. So from January to December, you need to download every single month statement for all your accounts pertaining or you're using for the business. Okay, so number five is Amazon monthly payout statement summary for the entire tax period. So this one, I will discuss it in later in more detail. I will show you exactly on how to download it, okay? The number six is Amazon monthly detailed transaction for the tax reporting period. So this one, aside from, we're gonna download the summary, we're also gonna download the detailed statement. So I will also show it to you later. And number seven, the beginning inventory as of the first day. So usually this is also the end inventory on the last year from your last tax season. So just save this as your first day inventory. So the next one is the ending inventory as of the last day. So I will also show you later step by step on how to download all this information. So number nine is summary of expenses showing before tax amount and tax separately. So if you're willing to pay your accountant or your bookkeeper, they can also do it for you. So for me, I just give them all the receipts and they do it for me. But if you want to save money for the time, because it's usually per hour, then just put it on a worksheet and put all your expenses, okay? Make sure to put before tax and the tax along it. Okay, so number 10 is monthly Amazon sales tax report. I will also show you on how to download it. And lastly, an Excel file of all your returns or Unsellable for use. And we will discuss more about it later. Okay, so let's, in this section, I will show you a step-by-step live downloading of all the reports from your Seller Central account. So how do we download the monthly summary report? So this is what we need to do. So from your Seller Central account, go to your reports and then go to your payments. So click the payments. And once you click the payments, you will go to date range report. Okay, so from here, you will see this button and it will say generate report. So click that button and make sure to choose summary and download by month. So from here, you will download January for the 2021 tax purposes. You will download starting from January 21, okay? And click generate. And then it will download for you, okay? So once it's downloaded, you can save it as a PDF and put it in a one file for submission to your accountant. So you need to download from January until December 2021 for 2021 tax purposes, okay? So how about the detailed transaction? Okay, so aside from the summary, your accountant also wants you to submit the detailed transaction. So for me, because I have a corporation, my accountant really wants to see the detailed one. Okay, so what I would do, so what you do is, again, it's report payments, and it will get you to here, and you go to disbursement. Okay, I don't know if your account is like mine, but with me, I can actually pull out every 24 hours. So because I'm a $1 million seller, I I usually take a payout every day, every 24 hours. So every night I pull out money because there's more money in my account that I can reuse to buy more products. So I'm lucky with that, but I think a lot of new sellers already have that feature. So check it out. Try to pull your money every single night and see if it allows you. So anyways, but the downside of that is that at the end of the year, all those every single transaction, you need to give your accountant the detailed report of that one. So what I would do usually is I would go to January. Okay, I would go January by month. Okay, so January 2021, and then I'm also gonna do January 1st to January 31st, 2021, and then I'll press search. And then it will download all the transactions I did the whole time of January. And all this, you need to download it. So how do you download it? Okay, so just to give you a quick guide, so you need to download every single transaction that you did. But what you're gonna do is you're gonna go to your view summary, okay? And then you're gonna go at the very bottom and you just press print this page, okay? And then save it as PDF. And then you can save this and just type. So if you're gonna save it, this is from January settlement for January 1, 31 to February 2, okay? So what you're gonna do is just save this one, okay, in a PDF also, and pile it up as your Amazon report summary. So you need to do all this all the way to December, okay? So that's it. That's how easy it is to do the detailed transaction. So the next one will gonna be the beginning inventory. So we also need to give them the beginning inventory. This is the inventory, as I've mentioned, from your end inventory from the last tax season. So you can reuse that. So let's do, how do you download the end inventory as of the last day? Okay, so some people, they can, if you are good, you can download it right away after December 31st. Then it's a different process, but I'm going to show you on how to download this report if you end up not downloading it right in this after December 31st. So this one, if you're late like me, like I didn't download it right away, so I can do this step in order for me to still get the end of the ending an inventory for December. Okay, so from your report, go to your fulfillment. And then from here, you're going to go to your inventory and click show more and go all the way down to find the, so you're going to go to your monthly inventory history. Okay, monthly inventory history. And from here, you need to choose download because you want to download them and give it to your accountant. So from download, okay, you're going to go to last month and then exact month, and you go for December, right? So 2021, December, and then December 2021. So basically you want to download the reports of December 2021, okay? So then from here, you're gonna request CSV for download, and again, it will gonna be in progress. So I wanna show you a sample because I don't want to show all my information also. So I'm going to show you just a sample of what I downloaded earlier. So here's what you're going to see once you download the end of the year inventory. So you're going to see all this information, right? So usually there's a lot of them, but for example, I just have a simple one like this. So make sure, okay, you can take out the ones that you don't need. Like for example, this one, average quantity. You don't need that, so you can delete them, okay? Fulfillment, if you want, you can let it stay, or if not. So what I would do is I'm going to, okay, so I will filter it so I can move this around, okay? So what I want to do is I want to sort it by A to Z. So I would know which one is still sellable and unsellable. Everything that's like damaged or unsellable or anything like that, I would copy paste it and put it in my lost inventory. Okay, so later we're going to discuss about that, but that's where you can copy and paste it. So you can claim it as a loss for your business. So everything that's sellable, okay, so for example, this one and this one, we delete them already because we put it on the lost Excel file. So what you want to do is, the most important one is the end quantity, right? So here you're gonna have the SKU and the product, okay? You know, the only way for you to know how much is the price of each one is if you're going to copy the SKU and get the name of the product, right? So product name. So actually here there's a product name, okay? So once you get the product name and you know what it is, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna add total price and the tax here, so 13%. The reason why we always take out the tax is because for GST submission also. Okay, so tax is 13%. So total price, okay, we're gonna be here. So you need to multiply, okay? So for example, let's just say it's $5 before tax, okay? So you're gonna do equals E, okay, 2. So E2 is this one. So E and 2, okay, E2 times how much is the price? Let's just say $5, okay? So E2, $5 total price. And then you're gonna, the formula here can be equals I, right, 2 times 0.13, okay, 13%. Then that's 780. So this formula, you can copy it and put it all in all your accounts, okay, all your products. And then it will just populate if you just change the price. So for example, this one is 4, it will auto-populate like that. If this one is 550, it will populate like that, okay? So after everything is done, you need to make a total of this one by clicking, okay? So you can auto sum it, okay? So you can click auto sum and this one also, right? So total. So now you know how much total, so you can make it bold, how much total is your inventory and inventory at the end of the year before tax and plus tax, and maybe you can just add them together and after tax if you need to, okay? So that's what I do. So that's how you can download the end of the year inventory, okay? So make sure that once you're done with it, you need to add in here also the end of the year, for the end of the year inventory, any inventory that you have, okay, that's sitting in your house or in your warehouse. So if you have anything that you didn't ship yet, or you just shipped but didn't arrive the Amazon yet, so it's still considered as a year-end inventory. So add it also in here, okay? So that's something that you should not forget, because that's still considered as your inventory. Okay, so how do we download sales tax report? So for sales tax report, okay, we're gonna go to reports, okay, then you go to your tax document library. And from here, we can download the sales tax report. So how do we do that? So you can say you want to download by month, because they want by month, and then generate a tax report. So make sure to choose sales tax calculation report, and I want to do it by month. Okay, so then you would choose the month. As you noticed here, there's not a lot of there's not enough for the whole 2021. So what you're gonna do, if you cannot find, so for example, January and February is not here anymore, what you're gonna do is you can customize it and put January and February on this one, okay? January 1st to January 31st, and then generate, okay? So that's how you're gonna download it and then save it, and also that's for giving to your accountant. So, okay, so after that, make sure to also download the seller fee invoices. So these are invoices that you paid for at the end of the year, okay? So how do we download this? So just go through it, and everything that have a date that's from 2021, or download everything and give it to your accountant. So, okay, let's talk about returns and unsellable. So returns and unsellable are actually our business loss. So we also want to claim that to the government, because it's not our fault that, you know, we incurred these losses, right? So what are the things that you can actually what are the things that we can actually claim as business loss? So number one are removed inventory that because you, for example, you got gated suddenly, right? So we have experience where we're selling and suddenly Amazon will say, oops, you cannot sell it anymore. I'm giving you a week to take out your product and you can sell anymore. Or just out of the blue, suddenly they say, oh, sorry, you cannot sell it anymore. So what you're going to do is you're going to pull it out, right, from Amazon. And, you know, if you cannot resell them somewhere else, that's considered as a loss. So number two are products that won't sell anymore. So for example, you've been testing products and there's products that really nothing happening after you bought it. You cannot return it or anything, and it gets stuck with you, then that's also considered as loss. So products that got damaged, right? So sometimes they would do returns, and when they return it, it's because it's damaged and Amazon didn't pay you back. So it got put into your inventory, but then it will show there that it's also damaged, right? So those are the ones that I will show you later on how to pull that report, okay? So another unsellable or business loss are unsellable products that in your warehouse and in your home. So if you have products that's already unsellable that's sitting there, make sure to include it in your Excel sheet of unsellable products, okay? Another one is expired or near expiration inventories. If you're like me who also sells groceries or anything that expires, it's very common that, for example, I have an issue before that suddenly last year, Amazon decided to lower all the limit, right, to all the Amazon sellers. So I just ordered with my wholesaler and my products got stuck at home, right? So what happened? So some of them expired because I cannot send them right away in Amazon warehouse because they limit me from, you know, selling 6,000 something the allowable. They allow me to just send like I think 2,000. So some of them have a crucial expiry date and I didn't make it. So all of those are lost on my part for this year, okay, for that year. So expired, near expiration, right? Sometimes you buy online and then, you know, for people who's doing online arbitrage, you bought it online, it's grocery, and then you cannot send it back, right? Like, for example, you're sourcing in Amazon as well for reselling in Amazon. But then the expiry date is not good, right? So then you can consider this as a business loss. Okay, what other things? Products you cannot return to your suppliers, right? So for example, you decided to buy something, you tried it, tested it, but then, it didn't sell, and then you didn't have a chance to return it right away. That could be a business loss as well. So another one is a damaged goods during transit. So for example, you ordered somewhere and it got broken, but then they won't reimburse it, or you have issue with getting the money back, right? Or for example, I have an issue with someone, a company who said it was also shipped but was never received. And even if I did dispute, I end up not winning. That's also considered as a business loss. So those are the kind of things that you can actually consider as business loss, that you can claim for your business. So as I've mentioned, there's reports in Seller Central that you can pull up for all your removal orders, right? So for me, all of my removal orders it's because it didn't work out. Basically, product gets unsellable, or I suddenly gated, or it's returns, right? That the buyer bought and they don't want it, and it's returned and I cannot resell it anymore. So what do I do? So what you're gonna do is you're gonna go to your report, go to fulfillment, okay, and go all the way down here, and it will say removals, okay? So I would go for removal shipment detail, because that means you already processed it. It was processed before. And from here, I will go to the exact date and put from January, okay, January 1st, all the way to December 31st. So all my, basically all my removals for a year. So because for me, I don't know what's your reason, but for me, all my removals are because something didn't work out. So it was a loss for me. So that's what I do. So I would download it, right? So as soon as it's done, you download it and you're gonna get this kind of report. Okay, once it's downloaded, you're gonna find this kind of report. So what I would do is I'm going to take out again everything here that's not needed, right? So this is just an example. So for example, tracking number, I don't need that anymore. Carrier, I don't need that anymore. So how much they ship will gonna be your quantity, right? So I'm gonna change it to quantity. This position is sellable, unsellable. So basically all this, I'm gonna put unsellable because actually I cannot sell them anymore, right? So unless you are selling in a different, for example, you're selling it somewhere else where you're still making money or you're making income out of it, then it's a different issue. Maybe this is not for you, or you need to go through it. Which one did you sell and which one is not? So you need to go one by one, okay? So from here, FNSKU, we don't need it. So I'm gonna take it out. The SKU is what I need. So I would know exactly what product is it, right? And then shipment date, I don't need that. So I'm gonna take that out. Order ID, maybe I'm just gonna put, instead of request date, I'm just gonna put date on it. So we know that that's when it happened, right? Okay, and then I will add here, again, the price, okay, and tax. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the same thing here, right? So from here, I will filter it, okay? So I can now filter it based on what I need. Okay, so from here, again, you're going to create a formula. So for example, price, right? So actually what I'm gonna do is, because this one that I downloaded don't have a name, I'm gonna include here a name of the product. So I would know how to price it, right? So name of the product. So like, for example, let's just say ABC product, right? So, and it says there, okay, this is $5. So you're gonna be doing a formula equals, right? E, which is the quantity, E2, row 2, right? And then times, so the price, so for example, $5, so the total price would be 30, and then the tax would be equals, okay, G, okay, 2, that's 1 times 13% tax, right? 0.13. Okay, so that's the tax. And then again, you're going to copy this formula, copy and paste it, right? And then you're going to change the price based on your price of the product. So for example, this is $6, this is $4.99, right? So this is $2.99. So then you're just gonna do it. I know it's a lot of work. That's why I think it's better for you to prepare your taxes ahead of time, because this is a lot of work. So usually I have a VA that I hire to help me out with this one, because it's really a lot of work. And make sure too, okay, that the price that you're getting is the price that's, you know, what you're getting it for. Okay, so after this, you just add everything, right? So you're gonna go here and, here, auto sum, and this is your total. Okay, that's how you can know how much unsellable product do you have. The last part that I will share with you with regards to inventory loss is your inventory that's missing and wasn't paid when you're shipping it to Amazon. So what you're going to do is you're going to your inventory, right? Manage inventory and go to your shipping queue. And once you're here, go to your last updated section and custom date range it, right? So from here, you're gonna go to January again. January 1st all the way to December. If you want, you can do it by month, or if you also want, you can do it by full year. But I would prefer going through monthly, so there's not a lot of information, right? It's easier to pull out everything and go. And once you're here, you will start opening all shipments. Okay, let's, for example, over here. Once you open this, go to your shipment content. So go to content and see if there is discrepancy. So if there's a discrepancy, right? So everything should be closed and there's going to be discrepancy, and then you're going to figure out which one is missing and which one wasn't reimbursed to you. So anything that wasn't reimbursed, you can add that as your inventory loss also. You can claim it as your loss. So that's it for this section. I hope you like this video, and I hope I help you to figure out this year's taxes, and hopefully this video will help you to be more organized and help you to get through this tax season. I will be making more videos in the future to help especially beginners on how to figure out or tips, everything that you want to know about selling in Amazon.